with really the goal in mind to help this team have the best possible chance at the end of the year, and that requires being ready and getting ready from now to today on. Whatever it is that I need to do and I can do, I'm willing to do. And again, I love to compete. I love to be on the court and contribute, and I'll work hard and do what I need to do in order to do that to the best of my abilities. Obviously I like to add my experience and leadership to the team. We have a pretty young team and young core, but we added some veterans players that I think can help and can be of guidance to the young ones. So I'm excited. We have a very talented team, very deep. Our front court it's deep as well and very talented, and with great potential. So now it's just finding the right mix, the right rotation, keeping each other motivated, engaged, accountable, and pushing each other every practice and every game to be better, to be excellent, to be the best out there. Well, I guess different things go into it. So obviously, your body has to respond, but your mind has to push you. So as long as your mind keeps pushing you and motivates you to do what it takes in order for your body to function, that's a good sign, and that's when you know you still have something left, and it's still worth for you to pursue it as much and as hard as you can. So when your mind tells you, look, it's not worth it anymore, or your body just tells you, look, if you keep pushing yourself, you're gonna fall apart. That's probably when you might want to rethink your status and you want to look at other things. I'm I'm hopeful and I'm a positive thinker, so that's what I'm gonna strive for. Without putting that extra pressure of I have to, because that's not what I want to be at my best or at my highest level will be later on. So it's not critical to be fully available for game one, even though I'm going to work and we're going to work for doing that, for accomplishing that. Well, the game has evolved as I also have. So I love. I love a lot of things about the game. I love playing with my teammates. I love pursuing a goal as a team. I love the essence of the game, the spirit of the game. I love how excited our fans are and get with us. Those emotions are very unique. So I love being a part of that, and as a player, for now, and we'll see later. But I take pride also in my longevity, on my ability to adapt and be versatile, not just with the growth of I guess my body and aging and so forth, but also the growth and the evolution of the game itself. So to me, it's a challenge. It's always a challenge, and it's fun, and kind of a way to proving myself that I'm still a highly valuable piece, and that I can be part of something special, and that I can provide knowledge and skills that are important. It's been really great, to be honest. I really enjoyed it. A lot of people spoke very highly of it. I didn't get a chance to really know what Portland is, because when you come in, you're in and out. You hotel, you might go to dinner here and there, and that's fine. But you stay within a mile, 2 mile range or radius. So now I'm getting a chance to kind of venture, see the city from a different angle, and really explore the beauty of Portland and Oregon as well. So it's been really nice because I love nature. I love just the forest, the greenery, all the rivers, the lakes, and so forth. It's been quite beautiful. So, and plus the community is very diverse, very open-minded, which is also refreshing. Great dining as well. So I'm enjoying that to a certain extent. But it's been fun. It's been refreshing, and to me the nature part it gives me, it always provided me with a lot of peace and balance and energy as well. So it's perfect. It's been great. I know. No. Well, summer was different. First because half of it I was in a boot, recovering from the surgery, or doing what I needed to do. I got married twice, so that was also different and unique, beautiful. Same person, yes, I know. Just remarkable, right? I mean, I should get credit for that. But but yeah, no, it's been great since we got families and stuff, and my grandparents couldn't travel to the States, so I wanted to do something for them. We wanted to do something for them in Spain, and then rehabbing, being away from my national team, which is also rare, but extremely happy and proud of their great result and accomplishment in China, and obviously having, we call ourselves a family in the national team. So also having my brother, and which is such a unique and special year that he's had, it adds extra joy. So that was kind of my summer, mainly focused on my foot and my rehab and my health, but always trying to enjoy the moment, as I always try to do, no matter what I'm going through or where I am, because time flies, life flies, and you need to take it in. Well, one of the top teams in the league, made it to the conference finals last year with a great run. I think they're at a point maturity-wise, which I think it's great. The city has always been very devout to their team, great loyal fans, very into basketball, and you could feel it as an opponent. So now it'd be great to feel it as a local player, and I felt like also adding my years in within the team will also be important, and they think that this team also needed that a little bit, that veteran leadership and presence. So that was great, and they were excited, just almost as excited as they were 3 years ago. I think that point that they were one of the teams that pushed really hard to get me in the previous free agency. I think that to me was also important, because some of those teams were not knocking on the door as loud, and just within reason, makes certain sense. But to me, that showed loyalty, that showed persistence, that showed confidence, and so I want to return that to the team and to the city. Well, obviously he's extremely talented, great work ethic. He's got that killer instinct on the floor. Will never back down. He does. I mean, he's been working out with the team. It's very rare to see. Pretty much the full team has been in within the last 2 weeks, practicing, doing the work, putting in the work. So when training camp starts, we're a step ahead, and that's something that you don't see pretty much anywhere, or very rarely. So that shows the commitment of the coaching staff, the players, and they, as one of the leaders, if not the leader of the team, main player, kind of preach with his example, set the example with his presence and his dedication, and that's really important, and that's, I think, something to talk about. Yeah, I mean, this team has Zach is one of the, I think, most promising, but not just promising because he's already played at a high level last year, but it's with so much growth still ahead of him. So it's exciting for me to work with Zach, with Scal, even with Nurk, that obviously is more of an established player, but there's always room for growth. So if you have that type of mindset, and no matter how accomplished you might be or how good you have played recently, you always have to have that type of attitude. So I'm excited to work with these guys, with Zach, with Scal, and kind of share the mindset and attitude that I've had throughout my career, as far as getting better, as far as going out there and giving your best, knowing that some nights it's going to go better than others, putting in the work, taking it seriously, doing whatever it takes, handling the emotions, the ups and downs of the season, which sometimes can be challenging. So within all that, I'm going to be there, and I like to be of help and support and guidance. Mm. Well, it's been a challenge. I'm not gonna lie about it because I went, as you said, to being of a primary scorer and a go-to guy on the post, to then have to adjust in order to complement players. Let's say when I got to San Antonio, so there was LaMarcus was there, and then Kawhi was there too, right? So there's only so many players that can get the ball in the post, especially in a game that is gotten away from the post. So I said, okay, well, how can I be impactful, more impactful? So I said, okay, well, you're going to stretch this out, you're going to space out. And my first year, I ended up shooting 53% from the three, not with a lot of attempts, but pretty efficiently. And that's what that's kind of the mindset that you have to have. You kind of reinvent yourself in order to be successful, be useful, and find that niche. So that's what I did, and that's so whichever way they want to utilize me, I feel I have the versatility and the will in order to work on whatever aspect and position of the game it is, and try to be as effective as possible. Well, I discovered there's a couple of places apparently, which always can be disappointing because there's nothing like the authentic food from home. But Canfont was actually good. Ataula I still have to go and experience that. But Canfont was again surprising. I have to try their paellas. I went for dinner, so I don't do paella at night. It's a little too heavy. But maybe one of those Saturdays or Sundays that we have off, that I can go and have a paella. That's kind of the sign that it's really good, and the chef is actually Spanish, and the cooks are well trained, or it's not. So we'll see. I'll explore. I haven't had a lot of time. I ended up eating in the facility a lot after the workouts and the work that we're doing. But little by little, I'll explore more. I have a long list of restaurants that I'm excited to try, and like I said, enjoy also the experience and living in Portland. Okay, thank you guys.